Hey, I want to make a quick little rant today because there's something that's been getting under my skin or sticking in my craw over the last couple of days. And it's these social justice warriors all over the internet going, if this guy in Austin had been brown or Muslim, this would be called terrorism and he'd be called terrorist. And it's racism. This is racism and this is religious discrimination. No, that's not the case. The reason this is not being called terrorism and the reason he's not being called a terrorist is because he didn't commit terrorism, and this wasn't terrorism. Terrorism is a specific thing. It has an actual definition. And this act that he did does not conform to that definition. For something to be terrorism, someone has to enact violence to coerce or intimidate a people or a government into certain action. And this doesn't qualify as that. Usually it's political or religious reasons that people commit terrorism, but they're actually having a goal and they're trying to intimidate someone into helping them achieve that goal. And this guy wasn't trying to achieve a goal, neither political nor religious-wise or religion-based. So it wasn't terrorism. He wasn't out there supporting a belief. He wasn't like Timothy McVeigh. Timothy McVeigh, that's a white terrorist. He was an anti-government guy who blew up a government building to try to coerce the government into stop doing certain things it was doing. So that's terrorism. Timothy McVeigh was a white terrorist. Terrorism has nothing to do with the color of your skin. So I'm tired of hearing these people on there making it into a racial issue. It's not a racial issue. It's a definition issue. And what he did doesn't fit the definition of terrorism. Now, if he did, it wouldn't matter what color his skin was, it would be terrorism. Now, the same people that are going around saying, this is a terrorism, and the only reason they don't tell him terrorist because he's white, and blah, 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 are the same people that are out there right now that they might be good intentioned, but they're just ignorant. They're young and they're ignorant, and they just want to speak because other people are manipulating them into thinking that what they have to say is important or is actually tempered by knowledge or experience or anything, which it isn't. So, of course they're talking because they're being promoted to talk. But it doesn't make them right. And these people are not right, especially when it comes to this and whether the Austin bombings were terrorism or not. Because it isn't. It just isn't terrorism. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin, has nothing to do with where he's from. He didn't commit an act of terrorism. If he had committed an act of terrorism, we'd be calling him a terrorist. What he did may be terrifying, and it's definitely terrible, but it wasn't terrorism. Just like the school shooting wasn't terrorism. It was terrible, but it wasn't terrorism. These people aren't terrorists. They're just plain monsters. And going out there and trying to create racial division or religious division where it doesn't exist is just stupid. So just get over it. Accept the fact that sometimes things are terrorism and sometimes they aren't. And if they aren't terrorism, then the person that did it isn't a terrorist, no matter what the color of their skin.